If you want to know what energy is available to you for the rest of 2026, you are in the right place because that is exactly what we are going to explore in this reading. But first, if you're new, my name is Megan from Grey Arrow Tarot. I am a certified transformational tarot coach and intuitive tarot reader. And I'm so excited to get into this reading for you today. This was really inspired by my own life. I feel like I've had a lot of shifts, especially in the past 2 weeks, let alone this year. And I just was curious, like what might be available for me and everybody else out there. I don't think I'm alone in those shifts. And even if you have not felt drastic shifts, it's always good to check in and just see what energy is available to you, what might be coming up for you now that we're at this point in the year. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and choose your group. This is going to be pile number 1. This is pile number 2. This is pile number 3. And this is pile number 4. You cannot choose wrong. Whatever pile is speaking to you has at least one message for you. And if you are feeling drawn to multiple groups, then that just means that there are messages for you in multiple piles, and you should listen to as many as you feel called. But also know that this is a general reading, so every message may not be for you. You take what resonates and you leave the rest for who it is meant for. But when you're ready, you can choose your group. You'll find the timestamps in the description box below. If you would like to sit with the cards for a little bit longer, you can pause the video here. But when you're ready, I will see what you're reading. Hey pal 1, welcome to your group. Let's take a look at what energy is available to you for the rest of 2026. What energy is here for the rest of 2026 for pile number 1? Okay. Got one that came for you. Oh, 2, 3. Let's get you at least one more. And there it is. Thank you. All right. Let's see what we've got. First up, we have the Sun starting off strong, followed by the 3 of Cups. Oh, followed by the 8 of Cups. And the 3 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing right away is the fact that we have 2 3s coming up here. So the rest of this year could have an element of collaboration for you. That's one of the meanings for 3s. That's what I'm getting for you. So there might be opportunities for you to collaborate with people. And I'm really seeing like the collaboration in a way that really benefits both of you, but really elevates you. I'm seeing like you getting new exposure, you coming into contact with people that you weren't expecting or weren't planning on, even right now at this point in time. I just see an opportunity for you to kind of engage with people in a new way. I'm also noticing we have this kind of like, it's like we have like really lots of blue. Oh, we have lots of blue because I mean it's kind of a turquoisey, but to me I'm going to go with this as being blue. We've got blue here and we've got blue in this card too. So this could also be a really powerful time for you to really start using your voice. And I'm not seeing this as something you have to force. I'm like just seeing it's like it's a natural evolution for you where you're going to be in a position to really step forward and be more vocal about things. I'm also getting like in a visibility sense, like you being more seen. This could be on a larger scale, but it can also be in a smaller scale. It can mean like you reaching your people. It could even mean you and your community using your voice for something, maybe to advocate for something or someone, or just to really spread your message. If there's some kind of a message that's important to you, that's important for you to put out there, I see the energy being really supportive of that for you in the rest of this year. All right, let's break this down now card by card and see what we've got in more detail. So we've got the Sun coming out, which we love to see the Sun. This is such an expansive card. It's a card of victory. It's a card of celebration, which actually the 3 of Cups is also a card of celebration. So there is a lot of celebration energy here for you. But this is a card of like, again, it's like that victory energy of you getting what you wanted, something that I am getting for some of you, like something that you have laid the foundation for earlier in this year really does come together in this last part of the year here. And there's just such a sense of expansion. Like I really love how like we've got this sunflower that is the sun has fully bloomed. And that's kind of what's giving me this energy of like you have fully bloomed, or an idea that you had fully bloomed. There's just this big opening for you. And it's like I'm getting this energy of like you really being seen and appreciated. Like kind of like how like a sunflower is seen and appreciated. I also am noticing how we have this like, it's a feather actually. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera, but this is a feather here that we have, and it is standing out. So like in this yellow flower, we have this red feather that's standing out. So I feel like there is something about you that is meant to stand out in this last part of the year. There is something, again, that I feel like something is coming to fruition. There's something about you using your voice more and you getting more attention in a really positive way. It's a really supportive way, like the way that we have this character is supporting the sun. Like that's kind of the energy I'm getting, is you being supported, you being seen. And just things, again, like this energy of things coming together for you. Now, the Three of Cups, to me, this is such a card of sisterhood. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Sisterhood is an energy, and that's what we're seeing here. And this is a card of like, you know, like the sisterhood really seeing you and celebrating you. It's like the people you can go to who get you completely and hold space for you and are your cheerleaders. And like they're rooting for you as things are growing. And then when you finally get what you want, when things finally come together, when you have that victory moment, they're the people who are there to celebrate you. They're the people who are cheering the loudest, like in the front row. Like it's that kind of energy. And I'm seeing you, one, for some of you, if you don't have these people in your life, I'm seeing them come in for you in the rest of this year. But for most of you, I feel like it's these people. It's like you having a reason to get together with these people. It's you having a reason to celebrate with them. And it's just going to be like, I'm just getting like, it's just so much fun. Like it's just this energy that's just so much fun. And you know, I'm looking at like, we've got this greenery again, we've got this greenery on the card. I'm just getting, there's a real sense of growth, of things growing. And it's interesting too with the Three of Cups. Like I'm getting, because this is a 3, like it's early in the journey. I'm feeling like this is just the beginning for you. Like, yes, there's a lot of victory here, but this is just the beginning. Like I'm almost getting, it's that energy of like, if you wanted to start a business and you got it off the ground and like you get your first client or you make your first sale or whatever, that kind of thing. But it's just the beginning. Like there's still so much more to grow. There's still so much more to accomplish. And I'm not saying this in a way that means like you should be running towards those accomplishments. I'm just saying that's like, this is the first big win, I guess, is the energy that I'm getting. This doesn't mean you won't have more wins this year, but it's the energy like the first big win is available to you in the rest of this 2026. Now here with this 8 of Cups, I really love the imagery of this card because it's so interesting that we have this character here who is like, to me, there's a lot of attitude. So the 8 of Cups speaks to leaving something that is not serving you. It's like something that typically you've put a lot of emotional time and energy and you've invested a lot in it, and you do have emotional ties to it. It's a Cups card, so there's an element of emotion here. But I'm really being drawn to the way that the sun seems to be setting in the back. It's like this, you reach a point of acceptance that this is not working out. This is not going to get you where you want to go, and you leave it behind. And it's so interesting the way that this card is depicting, because I'm getting this energy of like this character, I feel like in some ways has moved on. Like that acceptance has already happened. But it's so interesting that we have these cords that are still like wrapped around these cups. So I feel like this is kind of the time where you're really cutting old cords. Like I think this is something you've already walked away from. You've already accepted this is not for you. It's something you left behind. Like it could be a job. It could be a friendship. It could be some kind of other relationship. Or just maybe something that you thought was a dream. There's something that you have left behind that you're still a little bit attached to. And I think part of the energy of the rest of this year is really cutting these cords. I'm getting a sense of liberation. Like I'm not really getting this being like particularly heavy. It's just more like a realization of like, oh, I'm still tied to that. Man, I gotta shake that off. Like it's a real sense of like relief and like realizing like, oh, that was what was weighing me down. I can cut that cord real fast. So there is a sense of like release for you in this last part of the year. But it's a freeing sensation, like it's a freeing feeling that I'm getting here for you in this release. And now here with the Three of Pentacles, this is a card that really speaks to, let's look at it upright for a second. When this card is upright, it speaks to learning. It also speaks to creativity, and it speaks to learning from others and really like supporting each other. I think it's interesting that we have these 3 characters who are like, they're standing on top of each other, and that's how they're reaching the pentacle. So they're here to support each other. They're here to grow, but they're here also to work together. It's a real energy of collaboration. Now with this card coming up in the reverse, for me, like reversals, my primary read on reversals is that this is internalized energy. So what I'm really getting is, one, I do think there's an opportunity for you to collaborate, but I feel like there's this energy of that you have what you need. Like, I feel like it's like, okay, here's what I'm getting, because this can also be a card of learning from others, typically like having a mentor or something like that. But what I'm getting here is if you feel like you have to learn from somebody else, you don't. Like, that's what this reversals indicates. Like, you have all the knowledge and information you need. Now, of course, if there's a couple things that you can say, like, oh, I legitimately don't know how to do that one specific thing, that's fine. But what I'm getting is, like, you don't need another course. Like, you don't need to invest in another, like, big overhaul. Like, there's no reason that you can't be moving things forward. You have everything you need. You don't need as much learning as you think you do. And I'm kind of getting, because you already learned. Like, that's to me is also what this reversal is indicating. It's not that like you don't, like, you at no point did you need these answers. I feel like you may have needed them at some point, but you already have them. Like, you've already taken what you have learned so far in life, the courses you've taken, the books you've read, the YouTube videos you've watched, what have you, they have given you what you need to succeed. So like what I'm getting basically is, don't let your perception that you are lacking enough knowledge, lacking enough information be the reason that you don't move forward, because you actually have everything you need. Again, this doesn't mean you can't pick up a few facts here and there, but like you just don't need to be like in the weeds of learning this quarter, or like a little more than a quarter. This for the rest of this year. You don't need to be in the weeds of learning. This is really about bringing things into reality. So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your ability. Don't doubt what you know, because you know plenty. All right, let's see what we've got for you. We're going to add some oracle cards on here. We have 2 that came out for you. First up, we've got courage and action. Yeah. I'm going to stick with the action first, because we were just talking about that is very much what I'm getting. Like, that's what this 3 of Pentacles was really trying to say, which was coming through for me, is that it's time to take action. You don't need more learning. You don't need more research. It's time to really get things done. And what I'm getting to is that if you have the courage to take the action, you will be rewarded. Like, the universe is here to support you. There are higher powers, there are higher sources that are conspiring to help you get to this sun energy. But it's just about taking action. It's just about moving things forward, and being brave enough and having the courage to put yourself out there, to know that you can speak your truth. The universe is here to protect you. You have support. You have people in your corner. So this is just about moving forward. This is just about, like, I'm hearing it's time to get things done. Let's see what else we've got for you for pile number 1. Another 2 cards popped out. Work through your fears. So with this courage coming up, and like with the messages we were getting here, there might be some fear that's holding you back, that has kept you maybe in the past from fully realizing your dream, from fully realizing the sun energy. There is a fear, at least one fear, perhaps more than one, that is coming forward to be worked with, to be addressed, to be released, so you can finally move forward. For some of you, I feel like you might know what this is. Like, it might already be presented to you and you've been working through it. And if so, that's great. For others, you might need to journal about it a little bit, or just be open. I'm a big believer in not necessarily forcing things. So like, you don't want to force the excavation of this fear. You just want to go into a situation or move forward with the awareness that you're probably carrying something that's holding you back, and just be open to seeing that when it appears and acknowledging that when it appears. You are good enough. Again, what did we just say? I feel like this must be a really important message for you, because what I'm getting is that all of these cards over here are really tied together. This need to take action, this need to understand that you are good enough, that you are smart enough, that you have what you need to be successful. Like, you just do. That's just coming through so directly. Like you have what you need. Like there's no more explanation that needs to happen here. You just need to have faith in yourself. You need to have faith in yourself that you can make this happen, that this will happen for you, that you have everything you need, and that if you take action, if you move things forward, you will be supported. All right, let's get some last messages for you. Pile number 1. What else can you tell us about the energy of 2026? Move. Okay, man, the universe is coming through really strong. You've got to take action. You've got to move. Yeah, this is a time to make things happen. I don't think I need to elaborate anymore. Wallflower. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. So see, I said wallflower, it's wildflower. My goodness. Yeah, live an uncontrolled life. I love this. Free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. Bound by nothing. There is nothing that can hold you back. And that is why working through these fears is so important. That is why having the courage to take action to move is so important. That is why knowing you are enough is so important, because you are bound by nothing. And if you can take this action, if you can release these fears, if you can have enough belief in yourself, that at least know that the universe is here and bringing this message to you, that you are good enough, that if you can let go of any doubts that you have, things will come together for you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, is that things are on the verge of coming together for you. It's just about you kind of getting out of your head about it and having the faith and belief to move forward and addressing any fears that come up. But action is the biggest thing. Like, even with this work through your fears, I'm getting more, it's the energy of like, when you have an opportunity to move forward, don't let your fears be the reason you don't. I'm getting for a lot of you that it's that moving, it is the taking action, it's the moving forward that's actually going to be you working through your fears. That's how you do this work. It's just about not letting yourself be held back. Because there's so much, like, we started this reading with a sun card. There is so much positivity and magic available to you. You've just got to move. You've got all the power here, which is such an incredible place to be. And on that note, pile number 1, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading resonated, please let me know how in the comments. And if you enjoyed the reading, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to me. Also, if you enjoyed this reading and you want to go more in depth about different spiritual concepts and see how you can make your life more magical, I'm actually launching a new channel a little bit later today, at least at the time of when this video goes live. That will dig into, it's called Magical Living with Megan Rogers. And we're going to talk about how you can make your life as magical as possible. So there's more details on that on the channel. I'll link it below. But if you would like a personal tarot reading, you can find that linked below, as well, along with coaching sessions and my signature transformational tarot coaching package that helps you make your dreams a reality. But that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, Pal 2, let's take a look at the energy that's available to you for the rest of 2026. What energy is around Pal number 2 for the rest of 2026? Got one that popped out for you. Let's see what else we've got. Ooh. All right, that's a little too much, but I'm going to take the one that felt the need to separate itself. And I'm feeling this one here. So we'll take that one. Let's get at least one more for you. All right, let's see what we've got. All right, first up we have the Queen of Cups reversed, followed by the 8 of Cups, followed by the Maiden of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. Okay, so your reading consists entirely of cups and wands. And anytime I have cups and wands together, that for me is big creative energy. Because each of these, to me, cups and wands, each have an element of creativity to them. So when you put them together, that is true creative power. That is somebody, like, that is deep creativity that we have coming through. So I do feel like the rest of this year has the potential to be incredibly creative for you. Like, I'm getting like energy of lots of inspiration, especially with the Maiden of Wands here. And just like new I'm almost like, for some of you, like new ideas, but also in some cases, like maybe even new forms of creativity. That might not be true for everybody, but I'm just seeing this energy of expansion. Like, I'm seeing your creativity be expressed in a new way, in a way that it hasn't been expressed before, which is really interesting and really fun, I think. Yeah. And let's see, the fact that we have most of your cards that are upright, I am seeing this as being like the rest of this year, you being more engaged in the world. For me, especially when we're looking at like the big picture like this, when the cards are upright, that speaks to externalized energy. So that's you using the energy of the card in the world, whereas the reversal is more internalized. So it's you using the energy of the card within yourself. So what we have here with these three uprights, that I am seeing you, like there's a little bit of internal work to do, but most of this, the rest of this year, the energy that you're really being called into is more active, it's more engaged. And I'm getting like forging a path forward, like forging like a very clear and direct path forward. So let's break this down card by card. So here with this Queen of Cups energy, I think this is really interesting because in this depiction, the Queen of Cups is literally a mirror image. Like it is the same card upright as it is in the reverse. But because this is in the reverse, that to me, like we talked about, it means like a little bit more internalized energy. So I feel like one big piece of the rest of this year for you is an element of reflection. It's really tapping into yourself. I'm almost getting like pause before you act. Just pause and reflect before you do something, because the Queen of Cups also really speaks to intuition. It speaks to emotion. So I'm kind of getting this, like, you're being called to pause and check in with your intuition and your emotions before you do something. If something isn't feeling right to you, you don't have to justify it to anybody else. You don't even have to justify it to yourself. You don't have to understand always why something doesn't feel right. It can just be enough that it doesn't feel right. And I do think there's going to be opportunities available to you. But what I'm kind of getting is you're going to be encouraged to leave something behind. We'll get into that more with this Eight of Cups, but you're going to be encouraged to leave something behind in order to really step into these new opportunities, in order to truly unlock your creative power that wants to come through. There's a little bit of a release that has to happen. And I feel like it's going to start with you checking in with yourself, realizing like, I'm getting this energy, and this is just an example, so this might not be true for everybody, but the example of the energy I'm getting is like, you're kind of, maybe you have a friendship that you've had for a really long time, and there's nothing inherently wrong. Like, this person didn't do anything to you, but you just notice when you're around them, you don't like how you feel. Maybe in some cases, like, you just don't like the version of you that comes out, or you might actually have physical symptoms, like you're kind of achy, or you leave and you're really drained. Any or all of those or something similar could be true. But it's this energy of like, your body is telling you the situation is not right for you. And it doesn't really matter that you can't put your finger on why. The why may be revealed down the line, or it may not. It doesn't matter. You need to listen to yourself and trust yourself enough to do what feels right for you. And for a lot of you, that's leaving something behind with this Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups speaks to walking away from something that you were really invested in. It speaks to walking away from something that you had an emotional attachment to, something that you were really trying to nurture and grow. But the Eight of Cups speaks to when you reach that point of realizing like, it's just not working. Like, this is a lost cause. It's time to move on. It doesn't matter how much energy you've put into something. This is the moment you realize it's not getting you where you want to go, and you release it. And the thing I think is really interesting about this bridge here, I'm getting a few messages. So like, first of all, we notice how this card is depicted, that we have a bridge and it goes from the dark to the light. And that I feel like is the energy that's available to you for the rest of 2026, especially if you are in a situation right now where you are feeling dark or you are feeling heavy. And this even, honestly, there could be more than one thing that you need to leave behind. But there's just this energy of like whatever is weighing you down, whatever is kind of making you feel like you are in darkness, even if your life as a whole does not feel that way, because this card is here, I'm strongly feeling like is at least one area of your life that feels this way, if not more than one. And this is about having the courage to walk away, to move towards the light, to have faith that there is something better out there for you, and that leaving this thing behind is actually going to be the best thing you can do for yourself. Now, I'm really being drawn to this like cloudy space in the middle. And for some of you, I actually feel like that's where you are. Like you may have already realized that something is not right for you, but you're kind of stuck in this point or like right on the edge of actually moving forward, because you know, like when you're at this point, you have to have faith that the bridge is there. You have to have faith that something is going to be there to support you, because looking at this image, it doesn't look that way. But the fact that we have this bridge moving forward, the fact that we have these like guardrails here, to me are indicating that this is the way forward, that there is plank there, we just can't see it. So I feel like for some of you, there's something like that's kind of scary because you don't know the next step, or you can't quite see the next step, but you know you have to take it anyway. And there's just this like this call to lean in. To lean into moving forward, to lean into moving on. Because if you do, it leads us to this Maiden of Wands energy where we have something really magical emerging. We have something really powerful emerging. The Maiden of Wands, like I said, is the Page of Wands. This is some new spark. This is a new creative journey. This is a new passionate journey. It's something that's like igniting your soul. And it's really, really sparking you and really exciting you. And I feel like it's where you are meant to be headed. I'm also being drawn, we've got like red in this card, which to me, like I tend to look at the colors to correspond with the chakra system. So red is your root chakra. So there's something about this that's also really taking care of your safety and stability. So this could even be finances coming in, something that's making you feel more solidly on your feet, more grounded, more stable. It could also just be leaving this behind. It has shifted your energy so profoundly that you have a lot more calm in your nervous system. But there's just a feeling of strength that's coming through, but it's like a quiet strength. It's not force, it's stable. And I'm really getting that pretty strongly for you. And that's leading us now to the Seven of Wands, which is so interesting. 'Cause the thing, like when I saw the Seven of Wands come out, was I feel like there is going to be some success that comes your way in the rest of this year, because the Seven of Wands speaks to when you reach a certain level of success that people like want your time and energy. Like I think it's interesting that we have this like, I guess it's a beetle, I'm not really sure, but it's like going for this big crystal. It's going for the big rock here. And it's like this energy of, you know, now you've made it. Like I'm imagining like you are this big magnificent stone and you have made it to the top and everybody wants a piece of you. So to me, this card tends to be a card of boundaries. It's like needing to say like no and set those boundaries. But I'm also really getting like, for you, the part that's coming through the strongest is the fact that you've reached this point where you are seen as the rock, where you are seen as this shiny, magnificent crystal. Because I feel like there is something in you that shifts that like just puts you in a very rapid pathway to success. Like there is just something that I'm getting that comes in very quickly and elevates you to a level that has people wanting your time and attention in one way or another. And like you're going to have to put some boundaries around them and around your time and energy and really preserve that for yourself. All right, let's get some oracle cards on here. Let's see, I feel like I want one more. Let's see if another one wants to come out. This one, maybe? Yeah, we're going to take it. I'm feeling it. All right, first up, we have power. Yeah, I feel like your power is emerging. Again, I feel like there is something about, like we were talking about here, there's something about a situation in your life that's draining you and I feel like it's taking your power. But when you cut this tie, when you move on, your power lights back up. And that's really what propels you forward here. Oh, and openness. I feel like, okay, two messages. So one, again, I'm really feeling like a heavy weight being lifted, and it's putting you in a position where you are more open. Where you, again, there's this calm energy where you have shed whatever this weight is and it's opening you up. And that is what's making you more receptive to whatever this creative energy is that wants to come in, whatever this is that wants to really up level you. I am kind of getting like an energy like different, like your energy shifts like between now and even like a few months from now. It's the difference between night and day. It is like things have just totally transformed. And this openness I'm also getting, it's like opening a flow. There's a real big like creative flow, but I'm also getting like abundance flow that's really opening to you as you cut this tie. Let's see what else we've got for you. Just pile number 2. Okay. It's time to release negativity. So if you didn't get the message yet, this card is here to tell it to you in your face. It's time to release negativity. And I really do feel like it's whatever this is that's weighing you down, that's making you feel in a negative way. I don't feel like this is you having a negative belief. I think this is literally the negativity in your life. The people, the places, the things, the experiences that are weighing you down. They've got to go. Like, they've just got to go. I don't think this can be any more clear. And let's get a few last messages for you. What else do we have? All right, that one wants to come out. What else do we have for pile number 2? All right, we'll take those 3. Oops. Man, I just wrecked that whole spread. All right, here we go. All right, first we have relaxed, light and powdered gold sunshine. Yeah, I feel like a relaxed energy is coming to you. Again, like I just feel a massive shift for you. It's like whatever this is that you cut free, you are shifting into this relaxed energy. You are just, I'm just getting such a lightness, such a lightness. And present, be present. Journey into the garden to escape the 2 eternities, the past and the future. And I feel like that is very much part of this grounded energy we're talking about. I feel like that is one of the best ways to get grounded, is to come back to the present moment, to be in the present moment. And I just feel like that is a shift that you are making, that these changes, they are just putting you so much more present. And I'm getting like that. I feel like that's where the flow comes from, because you're not worried about situations that are not currently with you. You aren't worried about situations outside of yourself or that you can't control. You're not ruminating about the past. Like, there's just this freedom, and it's the freedom that comes with being in the present. Oh, and surprises. Venture down the rabbit hole. I do think there's going to be surprises for you in these next few months. I do think there is something that you do not see coming. And it's going to be, like, I'm getting, like, it's a fun surprise. Like, you're going to like it. I'm getting the sense that you're going to like it. But on that note, pile number 2, I'm going to end this reading here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading resonated, please tell me about it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this reading, please give the video a like. Be sure to claim it, subscribe if you have not done so already. And I also wanted to share, if you enjoy my readings, I have decided I really want to talk more about other concepts, and I want to talk about how you can make your life more magical. So I'm starting a new channel called Magical Living with Megan Rogers. You will find that linked below if you want to check it out. If you're watching this immediately when the video goes up, it'll be up. The new channel will launch in a couple hours, but it will go up on the same day as this video, which I'm really excited about. So again, that's in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal tarot experience, those are all linked below. There's tarot readings, live reading, coaching sessions, and my transformational tarot coaching program that is built around making your dreams a reality. All of those links are below. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at what the rest of 2026 has in store for you. All right, I've got one that came out for you. Let's see what else we have. What does the rest of 2026 have in store for you? All right. All right, first up we have the Knight of Swords, followed by the Six of Wands reversed. Ooh, I love that energy for you. Followed by the Emperor, and then wrapping it up with the Five of Swords reversed. Okay. So first of all, I'm seeing some real balance coming in for you this year, especially between like your external and internal environments. So I'm kind of getting a sense of peace. It's this energy of like things going well out in the world for you, like the things you're creating, the things you're sharing with the world, job, career, all of that kind of stuff, like things really coming into harmony, but also with these reversals, like the same energy internally, like you kind of coming to a place of peace with yourself and even excitement about what you might create in the future and what you might bring into the world. because I'm really feeling like there's something like I'm kind of getting an emerging energy for you too, which we'll talk more about with the Six of Wands reverse. That's really talking to me. But I do feel like there's an emerging energy of something like new and exciting, like a new gift or talent that is coming out for you that I think you're going to perhaps feel inspired to explore more in the rest of this year. It could even be a newly emerged gift or talent. You might already have an idea what it is. If not, be on the lookout because it might show itself to you very soon. So let's go ahead and get into this card by card. First of all, with this Knight of Swords, to me, this is taking swift action. And I do think this is very connected to the Six of Wands reverse. I feel like there is something that's going to come up for you that you are going to want to take swift action on. It's going to be coming from a very inspired place. It's not impulsive. Like, it might feel like it because I do feel like it's something that's going to come on very quickly. But you're really being encouraged to lean into this energy, this forward motion. Like, this is decisiveness. Like, you see how we have this character on this broom with the sword, like, that way, like, onward. That's the energy that I have for you here, is that there is just this energy of moving onward, moving forward, knowing that you have a purpose. There's a real sense of purpose that I'm getting with this group. It could either be that you're newly discovering your purpose or a new purpose is emerging for you, but it's like really rooting into what your mission is here, that I think is just coming through really clearly and really strongly in a way that it hasn't before. Like, even if you have had purpose before, even if you have had drive before, this, I feel like it's like finding your place in the bigger collection of the universe, the bigger collective of the universe, like really finding your place in the world, and like how you are meant to serve is what I'm getting. And there's just such a forward motion to it. Which I like. It's exciting, it's fun, and also directive. Like I said, it doesn't feel impulsive, it just feels decisive. So that I think if you're kind of feeling into something, if you're trying to determine if that is the right thing for you, if that is this energy we're talking about, ask yourself if it feels decisive. And if it feels decisive, lean all the way in. Now, with the Six of Wands, we might spend a little bit of time talking with this card, because what I'm getting with this card coming up in the reverse, this is what's telling me about this emerging talent of yours. Because upright, let's just look at this imagery. We have this character who is like really being appreciated. You know, people are giving her flowers. People are celebrating her. We literally have people clapping for her in the background here. People are really seeing and celebrating this character for her gifts and talents. That's the energy of this card when it's upright. This reversal, to me, I feel like there is a part of you that you are celebrating and really seeing the value of for perhaps the first time. Like, I'm kind of getting this energy. There may have been something that you've always known that you're good at, or something that you've always known was special to you or you were drawn to, something like that. But maybe you either didn't give it enough time or attention, or you didn't see how valuable it really was because it's so instinctive to you. I don't know if you have these things, but I certainly do, where there are things that I am like naturally good at that just come to me very naturally that I don't value enough because it seems so easy. Like, it's so easy for me. It seems like everybody else should be able to do it. So I don't think it's that important. But the reality is, it comes easier to you because you are meant to have this gift to share with the world, because it is valuable, because it's actually not easy for other people to do. And that's your place. And I feel like there is something that is emerging for you, or something that you are really seeing and appreciating for the first time in a way that you haven't before. So we're really tapping into that energy here. And I feel like this is like what's kind of really going to carry you forward for the rest of this year, but even into 2027, that there is just this, again, there's this deep sense of purpose. There's a sense of you coming home to yourself is really what I'm getting. And it feels really expansive and really grounding at the same time, which I think is just some really magical energy to be in. And here with this Emperor, okay, so I love this energy for you. I love that we have this dog sleeping, because to me, this is also about safety. So the Emperor really speaks to, it's kind of like the healthy masculine energy of the deck. There's the Empress and the Emperor. So the Empress is, of course, the really healthy divine feminine. The Emperor is the divine masculine. So with this, again, the healthy is the important part, especially because this card is in the upright. I'm really being drawn to the dog that we have here. So I feel like there is a sense of safety that's really coming in, because to sleep next to someone like that, one, there's the loyalty aspect, but I feel like it's like this dog feels really safe feels really safe in this character's presence. And I actually feel like it's the safety that's coming through for me. I think it's the safety that you're going to find, that you are feeling safe enough to put yourself out there. You are feeling safe enough to follow this calling, whatever this is, and to take the decisive action. And there's this like the safety within your own skin that I feel like is really coming through really strongly to me. Also with the Emperor, it talks about having healthy structures to get things done. And also, I didn't even notice we have the cat here also. Like, yeah, like this is just an energy of safety. It's an energy of calm too. It's like the idea that like creating space for yourself to rest. Like we do have these two animals resting. So it's a balance. Like, yes, we have this decisive action, but you're not meant to work yourself to burnout. Like you're meant to come into a healthy balance. And I feel like that is what's happening for you. We had that balance at the beginning of the reading coming through. So this energy is about, this Emperor is here to really encourage you to like, yes, come up with a plan. Because Emperor, that healthy masculine, it has some structure to it. So come up with a plan to execute your dreams and goals, to execute whatever this is that is like igniting you. Because that is what I'm feeling. It's like there's this deep like igniting feeling coming through. Come up with a plan and a strategy to honor what's coming up for you, to start making these things happen. But also be mindful that you are not going into overdrive. Be mindful of the rest. Be mindful of needing to slow down. That is actually part of where your power comes from. It's in connecting to yourself in that way. So be sure that you are making space for that as you move forward. And I'm also I'm being drawn to these mountains in the background, these rocks. And like that, whenever you see mountains in tarot, it tends to speak to something that you need to overcome. And I feel like the message I'm getting is like, don't let yourself be deterred by any obstacles in your path. Also, don't feel like you need to run into them full steam ahead. It's okay to take a pause and assess. So when things come up, again, like there's this energy of it's important for you not to bulldoze through, is what's coming along. What's coming through. So just create some space for yourself. Like, yes, again, be purposeful, be driven, move things forward, but really be mindful of how you are approaching things. And if you need to pause to reassess, give yourself that grace. Now here, with the Five of Swords coming up reverse, this is actually a very similar message to what we were just talking about with like not giving too much of yourself away. Because when the Five of Swords comes up upright, it tends to be my card where, like, how I like to think of it, the energy is you can have whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, but you have to be mindful of how you're going about it. Because just because you can doesn't mean you should. And you have to consider the cost of what you're going after and how you're approaching a situation. Because the idea is, like, this character here did something, like made some kind of potion here, and it hurt these two people, these other two characters. So you have to think about the people that you are, who could potentially be affected by what you're doing. That's the upright messaging. In the reverse, to me, that's internalized. So you have to look at how what you're doing could negatively affect you. Like you could be the person who is hurt by something. So it's this energy of like being mindful of the things that you are committing yourself to, being mindful of the things that you are putting into place now, because you don't want to overextend. So it's like there's this energy, again, the energy of balance is coming through. There is a lot of forward motion. There's a lot to be excited about, but there's also a need to approach it in a really balanced and mindful way, and to be mindful of your energy and be mindful of what you're giving yourself to, and be mindful of what you're promising others and the world. It's totally fine to make commitments and promises. Just don't overdo it. Don't do it at the expense of yourself. All right, let's add some oracle cards on here. Let's see what else we have for you for pile number 3. What else can you tell us about the rest of 2026? Right here, we've got voyage. So yes, I do feel like you are going on a bit of a voyage, and I don't think you're actually literally moving, though some of you might be if that resonates. I feel like it is a journey. Like whatever this is that's awakening within you, it is sending you on a journey. It is sending you on a path to a new version of you. Like I'm just getting this big awakening energy, and it's interesting. I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to feel like almost like quantum shift energy, because I just think it's funny that we have this like whale that seems to be flying, and we have this smaller whale that's like attached, and the imagery I'm getting is it's like this whale is just gonna like plant the smaller one where it needs to be. So it's almost like I feel like you are the smaller whale and the universe is the big whale. And so it's like you are being moved and just put down. Like you're like, here's one version of your life, and the universe is like, okay, like you've done the work, now you're gonna go over here and this is what's time for you. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting, is I do feel like you might feel a really big and powerful shift that you are not expecting. Even if there's something you've been working towards, I think it's like going to be that energy of like you're trying, you're not really seeing headway, and then all of a sudden it all comes together, which I think can be really fun. But also that I think that's part of why these cards are coming up, is it's an important message to not get too caught up in like, I guess overwhelm is probably the best word, but sometimes when like a lot comes in at once, it's like, oh my gosh, and you get so excited. It can be very easy to like lean into the excitement and do more than you should. So I think that's why we have this balance that's coming through so strongly as being very, very important. All right, let's see what else we have for you. Pile 3. Oh goodness. All right, that's way too many, but I will take the top card. What did we just talk about? The answers you need are coming. Again, I am getting this energy of you like having been trying to do something and maybe asking even the universe, like, what do I need to do to make this work? Like, what do I need to do to fix the situation? What do I need to do to make this change? And the answers are coming, and that's your shift. Like that's the rest of this year for you, is you getting the answers you need. And I feel like the answers are within this energy that we're talking about at the beginning, this Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands energy. Like whatever this is that's igniting you, whatever this is that's coming to the surface, that holds the answers. It's like that's your purpose. And that's part of why you need this to be successful. You need this to move forward. And that's part of why you haven't been able to like get the ground on whatever it is that you've been trying to do. But I really do see things coming together for you in the rest of this year. All right, let's see what else we have for you. Pile number 3, last messages for pile number 3. All right, we have 4 for you. We'll start with the one that flipped up. What did I just tell you? What did I just tell you? Success. Bloom where you are planted. I do feel, and it's funny because it's like what we talked about with the voyage of you being like planted somewhere and then blooming. Yeah, success is coming for you. Success is just coming for you. I don't think I need to interpret this any more in depth than what we have. I just really do see that you're on the path that I think you've been wanting to be on for a while, and it's about to come together. And I do see that happening like before the end of the year or by the end of the year. Next, we have Serenity. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. Again, that is this balance. This balance is coming through so strongly as being important to you, as being available to you this year. So it's like, and it's important that you lean into that, because you can have this success where things are going well and it feels kind of magical. But also it's time to like slow down and appreciate where you're at and give yourself these breaks of silence and just being. Strength. Don't let weeds and thistles cultivate in your garden. Okay, so this to me is about being discerning, especially about the old you. Like as you do this shift, you might find that there are old habits, old people, old environments that just don't resonate with you anymore. It's important to release them. It's important to gently weed your garden. And this doesn't mean you have to go hardcore cutting people off unless they have done something that makes that appropriate. I think there might be some people, some environments, some situations that you should just be spending less time in as you shift. Like you might not even know what those things are now, but it wouldn't surprise me if you were to rewatch this at the end of the year, if there are things and people, whatever, that you have let go of or reduced in your life. And we've got more rest. Slow down. You don't have to solve everything today. Yeah. And I identify with this group a lot because I know that energy, like the energy I'm getting is one for you is what I'm very familiar with, which is that like, oh, I've got the idea. I know the direction. I'm going to go. And like, that's so powerful. It's so fun. And there is a time and a place for that. Feel free to ride the momentum to a point, but know there will come a time to slow down. Know that you don't have to get it all done right now. Rest is really important for you. That balance is just really crucial to you sustaining this long term. But on that note, Pile number 3, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading resonated, I would love to know how in the comments. And if you enjoyed this reading, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you in future videos. I'm also really excited to share that I am launching a new channel. It will go up today if you're watching the video when I release it. It is called Magical Living with Megan Rogers, and we are going to get into how you can create a more magical life for yourself, like using spiritual philosophies, growth, even tarot, all of this kind of stuff. I wanted to talk about more things than just tarot. I want to talk about how you can really use energy and your intuition and creativity in your everyday life. So I created a channel for that. I will link it below. I would love to see you over there if that's something you'd be into. And if you would like a personal tarot experience, all of that is linked below. There's reading options, there's coaching sessions, and there is my transformational tarot coaching program all about making your dreams come true. All of that is linked below. But that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey Pile 4, welcome to your reading. Let's see what the rest of 2026 has in store for you. That popped right out. Let's see what the rest of 2026 has in store for you. There we go. And, all right, one extra, but we will take it. Oops, sorry, I just hit the mic. Did not mean to be super loud in your ear there. All right, so first up for you, we've got the Star, followed by the Fool reversed with Death, the King of Wands reversed, and the Page of Wands reversed. All right, let's get all of these in for you. So first of all, I think it's really interesting that 3 of your 5 cards are major arcana. So I actually see the rest of this year as being very significant for you in terms of like the greater picture of your life, like something you're starting, something you're focusing on this year, or just things coming together for you, the things that are entering your life are going to be very significant for you in the long term. I also think it's interesting that 3 of your 5 cards are reversals. So to me, like this is a time that I think you're going to see a lot of inner growth and transformation. I'm not saying that you can't have change in your external world. That can surely happen. That tends to happen when you're doing internal growth. But I think the shifts that are happening for you are much more profound internally than externally during this time. And I am getting leveling up energy, especially with both the Star and Death here, and that those being the upright cards. Like I am just feeling a really, really powerful change in you, and a really powerful change in like what's ahead for you. And there's, I think, some really beautiful emerging energies that are going to carry you into 2027. So let's get into this because we do have an extra card to get through for you. So first up here with the Star, I'm getting a couple messages here. So first, I feel like there is something about you that is emerging authentically. Like a new layer of your authenticity is coming through to be seen, to be released. And even going with the Fool here reversed, I feel like it's going to take a little bit of a leap of faith for you to lean into this version of you. But this version really wants to be seen. And I do see you kind of doing that. Like I see you giving space for that. But like I'm kind of getting like there's this energy of like you putting yourself out there in a way you haven't before, or you sharing yourself, an authentic piece of yourself in a way you haven't before. Just as an example of the energy, it's like if you have never told people that you're into tarot and that you like it, that you start being more open about it because that's something that's really authentically you. And it's like that kind of energy where there's just something that maybe has been wanting to emerge for a while, but now like you are here. You are putting yourself in a position to be seen, and you're sharing that with the world. The interesting thing about this imagery is I almost am getting this like impression that this character is offering something. Like this to me feels like an offering that she has here in this cup. And I feel like you are making an offering to the universe. I feel like there is something like I'm getting this surrender. It's like maybe that you have something you want to share, or you want to put yourself out there and you're just going to do your part and let go. And if it's like that's the energy I think you're being encouraged to lean into, is like you don't have to overthink, you don't have to control. It's about being you, being out there, and just surrendering to it. Like let the universe handle it. You know, you can't control a lot of this world. You can only control what is literally within your control. And that's what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're putting out there, how you're treating people, all of that kind of stuff. So I feel like you are being called to put your most authentic self out there in the most aligned way in the purest form, and trust that you will get where you need to go. And the people who need your message, or the people who need more of you in their life, will find their way to you. And with this Fool reverse, so this speaks to, when the Fool is upright, it speaks to taking a leap of faith. When it comes up in the reverse, it's like trusting a new belief system, or like diving into a new interest that maybe you're not sharing with anybody else yet. It's deeply personal. It's less about doing something really external. Like it's not about like starting a new project or anything like that and taking a leap. It's about exploring a new possibility. And really, like I said, tapping into a new belief system. And I'm just noticing, if you can see in this card, we do have butterflies on this particular interpretation, or this particular imagery. So that's transformation, which fits so well with this reversal, because I do feel like, again, there's something new, a new belief system that's coming through, or a new way of being that is calling to you. And I feel like with this Fool coming up in the reverse, I feel like it's like you're not resisting it, where maybe you have in the past. And these two cards do seem connected to me. It's like it's part of how you're able to emerge, is that these two cards really working together. It's whatever is like this belief system or way of being that's emerging with you is very much in line with this new authentic layer of you that wants to be seen. And I see, as you put yourself out there in this way, you're going to have some real transformation. Again, more butterflies. That is death energy. That's what the death card represents. We have the snakes. It's the shedding of the skin. You are letting go of the old you. Like, this is such a deep transformation. And look at the freedom we have in this character. That to me is also death energy. It's releasing what has been weighing you down. It's releasing what is no longer serving you. It's releasing, again, just old versions of you and past beliefs, past obligations, especially because this is an upright card. It's like, it is a little bit more physical. So if there are places that you have gone in the past, or like environments that you've been in, people you've been spending your time with, it might be time to release those so that you can be more free. And especially if people or circumstances are not aligned with this new version of you that's emerging, they're probably going to have to go. Death to me is a little bit more final. Like I always say, you never have to like hardcore like cut somebody out of your life unless you truly feel called. It can mean scaling back, stop giving your energy, stop giving your time. But with something like this, I'm really feeling like, even if it becomes like a slow fade type of a situation, that whatever it is that you start to shed, if you start to scale back time with, let's just say there's a person in your life who they haven't really done anything wrong, you're just not quite vibing anymore. I can see you starting to scale back time with them, and then like letting it fade away, even if that's not your intention. It doesn't have to be a hard cutoff though, again, unless they have done something to warrant it and that's the direction that you want to go in. Now here with this King of Wands reversed. So the King of Wands is a leader. The King of Wands is also like very like a decisive leader. It's like there's a calm energy I always feel about the King of Wands. It's like when you have that leader, you know you can trust and everything's going to be okay. This reversal to me, again, it's that internalized energy. So it's you giving that to yourself. It's you finding safety within yourself. It's you trusting yourself to lead yourself forward. And I'm getting like like you're not taking external advice anymore, or at least not without specifically seeking it out. But also I'm feeling like you aren't needing that. Like this is about you coming home to yourself. Whatever this is that's emerging, it's making you feel more like yourself and more trusting in yourself. And you're being encouraged to really make decisions from that place. So to know that you know what's best for you, to know that you can lead yourself and lead your life with calm and with purpose. And like I'm getting this energy of like forward motion that isn't rushed. So like allow things to emerge is also coming through. Like again, like you don't have to rush anything. It's moving forward with confidence and knowing this is a version of you that needs to be seen and having faith in that, and just letting what wants to emerge. And I think this Page of Wands reversed is something that wants to emerge. So when the Page of Wands is upright, it speaks to a new idea, a new passion that's really sparking our soul. And it's that fun, like early phase where like you just kind of get to play with it. And there's nothing wrong with it yet. There's just all this possibility and magic waiting for you. This reversal to me is very much indicating that like this idea, there might be something that's emerging. Like you aren't even quite at the stage where you would tell people, oh, I have this idea, I'm so excited about it. It would be something you keep to yourself and maybe a small circle of like close supportive people. But I feel like it's like this transformation that you're making, this direction that you're headed on for the rest of the year, it's sparking something within you that will become important to you in 2027. Important to you in the new year. So it's like you're building, like you have a spark. It just kind of comes in. Maybe it's a little scary even, like maybe it's kind of a big thing. You're like, I don't know about this. But it's also really exciting and it's really speaking to you at the same time. And it's that kind of thing that you just kind of keep circling back to. You might find it developing into something with real potential heading into the new year. So just let it emerge. Again, there's this energy of not putting pressure on things. It's really, I'm getting an energy also of like being really present. Like just being present with the moment, be present with what's emerging, because between the Fool and the Page of Wands, like you kind of got a lot coming out. Not in an overwhelming way, but like in like you have enough coming out to help you, like help keep you busy and engaged through the rest of this year. So just let it emerge, let it come. Don't try to control it. Like there's I'm really getting this like let it flow with this character like dancing. There's just a real freedom to it. Make space for what wants to come through. All right, let's add some oracle cards on for you. Oh man, that popped right out. We've got power. Yeah, I am feeling like your power is waking up. And the thing I love about the energy that I'm getting for this group is like the power, it's not force. It's that like, to me, it's like deep goddess energy. And regardless of your gender, like I'm talking about like it's that quiet power where you don't have to ask for much. Like it's like, okay, here it is. You don't have to ask for people to be quiet. You just have to enter the room, like, and people will quiet for you. It's that kind of energy where you just have a presence, and how you shift and how you use that presence is going to carry you forward. Like I'm just getting this deep intuitive connection that's coming through, like deeply connecting with your intuition, deeply connecting with where it's heading for you. And this like bolts of lightning, I'm almost getting like ideas might come to you like bolts of lightning. So I don't feel like you need to take all of them, like, but I think even this Page of Wands idea we were talking about, that might come to you in a flash that makes you think like, oh, should I do that? Like, is this being impulsive? So I think that's part of why you're going to sit with it for a bit. That's what this reversal is telling me. But like, I think it's going to be something really special for you in the long term. Let's see what else we have here. Ooh, 2 came out. We will take them. So here I'm going to restructure this since we've got 2 for you here. All right, first up, you are good enough. You are good enough to make your dreams come true. You are good enough to make things happen. And I honestly feel like that's part of what you are learning this year. I think that's part of the star energy. And perhaps even this Fool energy is this belief coming in that you are good enough. So if you didn't have that before, that's available to you for the rest of this year. At some point this year, I think you're going to start to make that shift where you are truly realizing you are good enough. You can make your dreams come true. You can take up space. Like, I'm just getting you seeing that you are truly enough and you don't have to fight for your place in the world or in any aspect of your life. And have faith in your dreams. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of just came up with that last card, but having faith in your dreams, having faith in yourself, having faith that your dreams matter and will actually add value to the world. I think sometimes we can like lose sight of, we think our dreams are just for us and how magical it is, like how much we would love it if our dreams came true. But the reality is our dreams typically make the world a better place, whether it's because how you're contributing to the world, or even if it's like you want to go have fun, if it's like, even if like your dream is like some dream vacation, that's also putting good energy in the world, us having fun, us being playful. That is also positive just for the world at large. And if you think about it too, even like when you go to a different location, you are spending money in that location, you are supporting the economy there. So our dreams aren't just for us, it's for everyone. And I think the more we frame them that way, the less we will see them as being like self-indulgent in a way that some people might, and perhaps you do. Perhaps that's why this is coming through. But more than anything, I think you need to realize just how valuable your dreams can be to the world. All right, last messages for pile number 4. All right, we have 4 for you. 4 for 4. All right. First, we have radiance. Keep your head held high and follow the sun. Yes. I feel like you are really being called, again, is keep your head held high. I feel like that's like, people might question you in this shift, especially if you do make some changes like to your relationships, your environments, that kind of stuff. There might be people who question you. Keep your head held high, follow the sun. Know that you are being guided. Know that you are following your inner guidance, and that's all you need to be concerning yourself with. Beauty, dare to be tender and strongly vulnerable. I love this card. And for me, it's the strongly vulnerable that like almost always pops. I feel like part of your beauty, part of your strength in this next phase of evolution in the rest of this year is allowing yourself to be more vulnerable. Like I think that's also star energy. Star energy comes with vulnerability. So it's letting yourself be seen. Again, it's letting yourself be out there, showing a part of yourself, showing a part of your heart, showing something that you love, and trust that the right people are going to respond to you in a really positive way. Transform. Yeah. Well, the death card really told us that was a big theme for you for the rest of this year. This just confirms it. You're being called to transform, to become the best version of you. Rise above any situation. You've got this. I feel like you just need to hear you've got this completely. And play. What were we just even talking about with like a vacation? So perhaps a vacation or like making time to play would be really supportive for you. But among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. Yeah, I think that's something that can get lost with the energy of play, is that when we let ourselves play, it can also sometimes be the most productive thing we can do. Because when we turn our brains off in that way, our subconscious is allowed to solve problems that we can't solve when we're thinking about them. And we're open to more creative solutions. So make time to play for the rest of this year, during the rest of this year. Give yourself some space, and I think you'll be surprised by what comes together for you, what you're making space for. And on that note, pile number 4, I'm going to end this reading here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading resonated, I would love to know how in the comments. And if you enjoyed this reading, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. It would really mean so much to me. And I would love to have you in future videos. Also, I am thrilled to share that I am launching a new channel. It's going to be called Magical Living with Megan Rogers. If you're watching it when this video goes up, the first video for that channel will be up later today. So you can check it out. I will link it below, but it is built around helping you make your life as magical as possible. There's a lot of things that I would like to talk about that I don't really have room to do during these tarot readings. So that's why I'm starting a new channel to explore like spiritual concepts and growth and healing and manifestation, all of that fun stuff. And if you're into that, you can check out the new channel. It's also going to be about like how you can really use these things in your everyday life. So again, that channel is linked below. If you would like a personal tarot experience, they are also linked below. There's tarot readings, there's tarot coaching sessions, and there is my transformational tarot coaching package designed to help you make your dreams come true. But that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.